Welcome to Le Mans. 24 hours, no sleep, no rest. Just you and the car going 200 miles an hour down a public road at 3 a.m. with a pack of 60 odd maniacs trying to beat you to the exact same patch of French tarmac. Ford came to get revenge on Ferrari. Porsche came to the French circuit and in a quite German fashion simply refused to leave. Audi turned up with a 5.5 litre diesel engine, something you would expect in a delivery van. Everyone laughed until they won. 3 years running, with an average speed humbling everyone around it with his 1,000 Newton meters of torque. This is the story of the world's greatest endurance race. It's 1923, and with a newfound peace in Europe come great ideas. In the depths of the Paris Motor Show, 3 men get talking: a motorsport journalist, the secretary of a small motoring club, and a businessman who happened to sell motorcycle parts for a living. Between them, they come up with an idea nobody has tried before. Instead of racing to a finish line, why not just race for a full day, with no fixed distance, so that the car with the highest mileage at the end wins. True madness. 33 cars turn up for the inaugural race, mostly snail-loving Frenchies, an English Bentley, and a rogue Belgium entry. Nobody involved had the faintest idea what this little aristocratic race will soon become. The Roaring Twenties belong to the Bentley Boys, a group of amateurs, aristocrats, and playboys who have happened to have a knack at driving quickly in living death traps. During their infamous battles with their rivals Bugatti, their machines were nicknamed the world's fastest lorries, since these brutes refused to brake during these torturous 24 hours. This titanic Bentley Speed 6 wasn't in any way subtle. A 6.6 litre straight 6 with a single overhead cam, no synchromesh, making every gear change temperamental for both car and driver, since the RPMs on the gearbox and the engine were nearly always out of sync. No power steering, making each corner a battle between the glorified boat and man. And drum brakes, which had more akin to a bike than a car. But even with this, Bentley's own drivers were told more than once to slow down in the closing hours, since they were lapping so far ahead of the field that it had become too embarrassing. If you ask me, that is absurd. One of these daredevils, a wealthy heir of a diamond mining conglomerate, Wolf Barnato, personally raced the Paris to Calais express train home from the French Riviera and beat it to his London club before the train even reached its destination, after which he bought the whole company in 1925, and under his management Bentley won 3 consecutive Le Mans races, but such success doesn't always last. As the Wall Street crash ripples into Europe, by 1931 Bentley has been hollowed out from their luxury car market and gets swallowed up by Rolls-Royce. In this vacuum, Alfa Romeo's answer was the 8C 2300, a straight 8 built from 4 cylinder blocks bolted together with a Roots-type supercharger jammed on the side, making at first 150 horsepower, improving to 180 horsepower with later models. Laughable numbers by modern standards, but this thing won Le Mans 4 years running, from 1931 to 1934, and it did it under a works team run by the young Enzo Ferrari, years before his personal rise in the industry. One of these aforementioned wins was even used as a propaganda piece by El Duce himself, Benito Mussolini, as a show of national pride, a bad omen of what is to come. As the shadow of war once again looms across the old continent, Le Mans is suspended indefinitely, and with its location being surrounded by vital French airfields, it becomes a prime target for first the German Luftwaffe and, after the French surrender, the RAF. During the latter stages of the war, part of its already damaged infrastructure becomes an internment camp for the Reich's opposition, and during the French liberation, a POW camp. A far cry from its intended use. In the post-war years, as Europe finally recovers, we can go back to racing, but bigger and better than before, funded by public money. And with this money came the brand everyone, and I mean everyone, knows: Ferrari. Their first entry came in 1949, and by the mid-50s, the Marquis wasn't just winning, it was rewriting what a sports racer could be in this new era. Titans like the 250 Testarossa ran a 3-litre V12, howling out a note nothing else on the grid could match. Between 1949 and 1965, Ferrari won Le Mans outright 9 times. No manufacturer before or since has strung together a run close to this. This Italian upstart taught everyone here a lesson. Win Le Mans and you will be noticed, to the point that anything your logo touches will turn to pure profit. During this transformative change, the Yanks and their automotive giant Ford Motor Company noticed this, with Henry Ford II attempting to buy the brand outright. Enzo Ferrari famously declined, humiliating this automotive giant, and Henry Ford II did something any wounded billionaire would do: builds a car with one sole purpose: beating Ferrari at their own game. The GT40. And 40 isn't a model number, it's the car's height in inches, because that's literally as low as regulations would allow. Early versions ran Ford 4.7 litre small block V8. Not enough. So for 66, Ford dropped it for a 7 litre 427 cubic inch big block, the same family of engine that powers Ford's NASCAR machines, putting out close to 485 horsepower and hitting over 210 miles an hour down the Mulsanne. It wasn't subtle. It wasn't supposed to be. Very American. This development took 3 years. One's full of pain, sweat and tears, but with Carroll Shelby at the helm in 1966, the Ford GT40 didn't just finish first, not just second, not just third, but locked out all 3 podium positions, doing it once again in 1967. This is when Le Mans truly became a household name, with millions watching the sport each year to see which madman will come out on top. Ford got its revenge twice, and then, almost as fast as they arrived, they walked away. Because Le Mans doesn't care who won last year. There is always another manufacturer waiting in the wings, convinced they found the trick nobody else has. A German company is about to turn reliable into a weapon. A rotary engine that shouldn't have been legal. A diesel that broke every rule about what a race engine was supposed to sound like. Ford beat Ferrari, and now everyone else wants a piece of Ford. Part 2, same circuit, 40 more years of madness, coming soon.